If you had a baby after 35 and feel like perimenopause hit you overnight, this may be why. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Dr. Lauren Davis. I'm a functional medicine physician. I specialize in functional medicine for moms. So if you've been feeling more exhausted than your friends that had babies around the same time, you're more anxious or worrying more than you ever have before, you feel like your cycles have changed, you're not thinking clearly, and you can go from being fine one minute to snapping at your partner or your kids the next, this is for you. And it's not what everyone's been telling you, that it's just your hormones or just your age or just goes along with motherhood, because that's not actually the full story of what's happening. And I know this firsthand because I went through this myself. During pregnancy, your body goes through changes, and some of these changes are wired in for life. And this is a multi-systems change. This has to do with your hormones, your immune system, the way that your cells regulate. And then once delivery happens, your hormones drop in 48 hours. It's an event you'd never experience at any other point. It's like going through puberty in 2 days instead of months to years. And on top of that, your nutrient stores are at their lowest because you've been giving to baby the whole time that they are in utero. They have direct access to your stores, and that placenta will make sure that they get enough to survive in the outside world. And breastfeeding actually requires more nutrients for your body than pregnancy did, but that's a whole nother topic we'll talk about later. But there's a big part of this picture that affects you when you're in the perimenopause window that doesn't affect moms or you when you had babies before. And that's the function of the ovaries. Because it's normal postpartum for the ovaries to become less responsive to the signals that your brain sends. So that's luteinizing hormone and follicle stimulating hormone, also known as LH and FSH. So your brain has to work harder to send the signal to your ovaries to actually start ovulating again. And part of what perimenopause as a picture does is it makes the ovaries resistant to that signal from the brain. So as we reach menopause age, our system is already a little less resilient and already a little bit more resistant to those signals. But postpartum, in order to get cycles back normally, we have to send that signal even harder. And all of those things that we talked about that happen during pregnancy make it harder for the ovaries to respond. So it can look and feel like perimenopause came earlier for you, when really you're experiencing the signals of postpartum depletion. But even though that you are in the perimenopause window where our brain needs to work a little bit harder to send the signal to the ovaries, if we replete the body, if we get the detox systems balanced out, if we can get all of those back-end signals to where the ovaries can respond better and more normally again, all of a sudden, those symptoms of perimenopause can disappear. So if you want to learn more about how I do that with my clients, comment peri below and I'll send you over the free masterclass. And if you like this type of content, don't forget to like, share, and follow.